As educators, sometimes I think we're too quick to dismiss when a student apologizes, especially if that student doesn't change their behavior. We automatically just say, you know what, that meant nothing. I want us to think about how hard is it to really apologize to another person. We make it seem like it's a very simple thing to do, and it could be a very meaningless thing when somebody does it and they don't change their behavior. But if you think about it, how many times do people do something they're not supposed to do and they know they're completely in the wrong and they don't say I'm sorry? And I'm talking about some pretty atrocious things that they've done, that people have too much pride to say I'm sorry, but we're being completely dismissive of students when they at least take the time, even if we feel they don't mean it, they at least take the time to say I'm sorry. We have to at least give them that. Now, we've all seen the quote, the best form of apology is to change behavior. Absolutely. That is the best form of an apology. But we can't dismiss the words that come out of somebody's mouth when they take the time to say, I'm sorry. Because think about all the people that don't say I'm sorry. Think about when people have caused harm on you and have not apologized. To be dismissive of somebody saying, you know what, I did not intend to cause the reaction in this person that I did. And so I'm going to say I'm sorry. Even if they don't mean it, at least they're taking the time to say I'm sorry. When our students that are children have at least the wherewithal to say, you know what, I'm sorry, we have to accept that, because there's so many people that do so much wrong that don't apologize. I know you've seen plenty of adults inside your own building that have not apologized when they were completely in the wrong. We can't be so quick to dismiss the courage it takes for our students to actually take the time to say I'm sorry. While we say they say I'm sorry just to get it over with, they don't have to say I'm sorry. You can't force a student to say I'm sorry to another student, and you can't make a student say I'm sorry to an adult. That student is making a conscious choice to say I'm sorry. And we have to respect the fact that that student is saying, you know what, I'm going to take the time to say I'm sorry, whether I mean it or not, because at the end of the day, if they say I'm sorry, they're taking at least one step in the direction of trying to right the wrong that they caused.